Let's go.
The Ace and TJ family presents Unfiltered, Uncensored, and Uninterrupted. Well, almost.
Right here. Let's go.
This is Share Funny from the Ace and TJ Show Plus.
Hi. How you doing? Riggins, I'm proud of you for making it this far in today's little skirmish. Our little exhibition.
Yeah. Thank you.
Of work here. The Little League World Series. The World Series hasn't started yet. They're doing the regionals for the Little League teams, and they're putting a lot of those on the ESPN. And I love the Little League World Series. I wish it weren't on ESPN because I don't like ESPN. And I watched a piece of a game the other day with no sound on because the announcers were so cheesy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I told y'all earlier that once the guy used the phrase 2 years of age twice in 30 seconds, I just had to dump out of it. Yeah.
No
He's
good.
like, talk like a real person.
2 years of age.
Yeah, when he was 2 years of age. Because talking about the one of the kids playing in the game. His dad has something to do with hockey with the NHL. And when he was 2 years of age, look at this picture. He's eating ice cream out of the Stanley Cup. And then the other guy's like, well, I got two questions. First, I want to know, what flavor was he eating? Was that chocolate? Was it chocolate? And who has to clean that? Yeah. And then the other announcer goes, yeah, I mean, I can't imagine what I was doing at 2 years of age, but it wasn't eating ice cream out of the Stanley Cup. And I just like, F you. I mean, said it to the TV. F you, turn it up. Cheesy ass. Ugh. Those are the things that get at me.
Yeah.
Those kinds of things.
I get it.
Just talk like a real person. Sports guys are the worst.
The worst.
The absolute worst.
The very worst.
Trying to use their own lingo and stuff. And I was telling my son this story. He goes, well, I was trying to watch a game the other day, and I had to turn it off because the guy said that the guy on base had 36 stolen pillows for the year.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's
I've
funny.
in all my years as a baseball fan, since I was 5 years old, I have never heard it referred to as a stolen pillow.
Corny.
Dumb shit. Then Ace and I did a thing yesterday in the city. We went and recorded a video of a project that it was promoting a project that we've already done that's coming up. And afterward, my daughter went with me, and after we went and had lunch. And I overheard something really weird at the place where we had lunch. This woman said to the guy that she was with, she said, hey, did you see that how sad that was about Kobe's wife coming out of the court trial and everything where they're suing the people? And this guy goes, Kobe who? Kobe who?
Kobe who?
Wow.
Huh. Yeah, Kobe Smith.
But I was wondering, okay, does he know more than one Kobe? Or does he just not know who Kobe Bryant was?
Maybe he just didn't know.
Because surely, that's like saying, well, I went and saw that, the movie Elvis. Elvis who?
Yeah.
Yeah. There are celebrities who become if you said Michael, people, or Jordan, you would know. Shaq.
Brittany.
Kobe is pretty much like he's that guy. He's one of those celebrities.
Right.
They became
Tiger.
so famous. You only needed one name. That's shocking that the guy would say Kobe who.
Or their name is unique.
Yeah.
Denzel.
Right.
And it's not celebrities that just go by one name like Cher or Winona. But they wouldn't have to use their Madonna.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be those. It could be somebody, Denzel Washington. You don't have to say Washington. Just like I don't think it's necessary to say New Orleans, Louisiana.
No, I don't even think you really hear that.
You shouldn't.
I mean, yeah. And most big cities, Chicago, Dallas, L.A.
I'm going to start doing that, though. New York City, New York. That's kind of funny. We were in New York City, New York, and we went out.
But that was a rule. You remember Uncle Larry that we had on with us, one of our mentors when we first started in radio?
Yeah.
That was one of the things he used to say. Don't give useless information. You don't have to tell people certain things. Like if you were to play a song by Elvis Presley, you may not even have to say. You probably shouldn't even have to say who it was, but much less say Elvis Presley. If you want to say, you just say Elvis. So that's kind of stuck with me. I may take it too far from time to time, but if somebody said Denzel and you go, well, Denzel who? Oh, Denzel Washington. Yeah. I don't think that'll
Kobe
happen.
who?
Kobe who?
A young guy?
No.
Older? Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah.
Kobe who?
And then she said, Kobe Bryant. He goes, oh, yeah.
Maybe he just kind of had a
moment.
like
I know
a
two
brain fog.
Colbys, but they're spelled Colby, like
Yeah,
Kobe
Colby.
cheese.
That's a different name.
Yeah,
though.
but they
pronunciation.
pronounce it Kobe.
Oh, well,
They do?
shouldn't.
Yeah, I don't know why.
White fellas?
One is, the other one is black.
That's what I wanted to ask.
Because I figure the name Colby is always a
White guy.
Yeah, a white guy. That's cool. But they both pronounce it Kobe.
Yeah,
Or do you just pronounce
no,
it
they
Kobe?
do.
Or you hear
Because I used to call them Colby cheese.
That's what he said.
Colby cheese.
I'd be like, "What's up, Colby cheese?"
Do they know each other?
No,
Okay.
but I call them both that. Now they give them both the
Yeah,
same
Colby.
nickname. I don't care.
One of them
interesting.
Pepper Jack.
Speaking of cheese, this is totally unrelated. My parents' neighbors just moved away, and the husband was a cheese distributor.
Yeah.
So they didn't want to bring it all with. They moved to Tallahassee, Florida, I think.
Oh, wow.
So they brought they have like 20 pounds of cheese. She goes, any kind of cheese you want. I said, they have a wheel, like they've got wheels of cheese.
Did you get in on some
I
of
said,
it?
well, are you going to give me some? She goes, oh yeah, just come by. Every kind of cheese. She goes, oh, anything you need. So I'm going to be backed up for months.
I used to coach a little league with a guy who is a food industry, works for not the companies themselves, but he's the one that goes in and negotiates where their shelf space is going to be and whether it's going to be an end cap and all of that. So he has access to all of these different types of snacks and everything. And when we first got to know each other, he was telling me what he does. He goes, I'll bring you some stuff. What do you know? And he came to practice that day. And he said, I got some of that stuff for you in my car. Remind me after. And I go over there, and he's just got bags and bags of Utz chips and salsa and cookies and like just a dream of mine, knowing how I love convenience store food and all. And it was all snack food.
Snacks.
Every bit of it.
That's so dangerous. Like how do you even resist it?
I didn't.
Yeah, you can't, but I mean him.
Oh, how does he resist always having access to it? Oof. But yeah, I mean, it took us a while to get through all of the stuff that he gave us.
That was that guy that I grew up with. I told y'all about. His dad worked for Frito Lay.
Oh yeah, that's another one.
Greg McQueen was his name. You go over. Mr. McQueen always had they had the pantry because when you had there was a team party at their house, or we just went over there after school or something one day. They were just loaded with everything you could imagine and then some. And he was so unfazed by it because it had been around his whole life.
It's nothing.
He didn't think anything about it. You're like, man, y'all have you've got like 40 bags of every chip. It's the same thing. In the garage, they had chips and all that kind of stuff. Like, damn, look at all this food out here.
As a kid, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was nuts.
And I never got any of that kind of thing because my dad couldn't bring us anything from his job.
Yeah.
He was in the military.
Yeah.
He couldn't steal any grenades or anything cool that they would let us have.
I could have gotten everybody some, steps to a mobile home or something. I don't. I didn't have a lot.
I've been able to get bedpans and catheters.
Yeah.
I was able to get socks sometimes. Like every 5 years, I could get a couple pairs.
The only thing that was cool about my mom's job, sometimes I would go to her job and I would go get all the food that they serve at the hospital, like the Jell-O and the ice cream and all that.
Well, that's good.
That was kind of cool.
The juice that has a foil lid, you poke the straw down in.
Yep.
They have the
If you
best
went to-
apple juice in a hospital.
If you went to your mom's, or when I went to my mom's, I don't know if you would spend much time at your mom's school, but during the summer when they were up there working, getting ready, and the lunch ladies and all were there and everything, you could if you wandered down and just said hello, they always had some food you could have or drink. Do you want some milk? We got some, chocolate milk. We're just working on a couple things. And they had cookies or something. They could always give you some food.
Yeah, I always got that hookup though because my best friend Shannon, his mom and her twin sister worked in the cafeteria.
That's right.
Yeah, so I mean we got hooked up with stuff.
Bigger pieces of stuff
But did
Yeah,
you
but I
ever
mean
get-
even when they weren't even when they were just down there getting everything ready and all that, we could go down there and they'd break us off something or whatever.
Yeah.
But your mom made you separate lunches, right? You got a different lunch.
Yeah, she was the cafeteria lady for a bunch of years. And she would make me a special lunch. And I would just go through the line. And it was usually like a Chef Boyardee kind of thing, like beefaroni or something. And parents complained because the kids would run home and be little bitch snitches. When is he getting something different? And I remember she told because one of the teachers confronted her about it. She goes, well, when you work in the cafeteria, you can give your kid whatever you want. How about that? And I think that was a good enough response for what she was doing.
You know what? That gives me an idea. We could maybe do one day a taste test and do things that we loved when we were kids.
Ooh,
See
yeah.
if we still like them. Because if I had to eat beefaroni right now out of a can,
You don't think?
I don't think I would like it at all. But I used to love
I
that
think I
shit.
could hammer that
and
right now.
we had ravioli, Chef Boyardee ravioli in the can all the
Yeah.
time. And I don't think now I would like it at all.
What I notice now eating it as an adult is what makes it so good is it's so sweet. So
Yeah.
there must be like a cup of sugar,
Right.
like whatever it is. It
I'll tell you-
is so sweet.
It would be fun because TJ mentioned something one day that I hadn't thought about in a long time. I haven't had it in decade. French onion dip. Like that was a staple in my house.
Yeah.
And I wonder now, would I think then ranch came along and kind of, it just French onion dip disappeared. But that was always what my mom made for a dip if we had chips or she were having people over or something. So it might taste terrible now. I don't think it would because I really liked
Because I
it.
think most of the time, I think it's green onion dip that we have all the time. Isn't that the more popular one, green onion than French onion? But anyway, I remember Ace, the French onion dip came in a like a kind of a light brown container, and the dip itself wasn't as white as the green onion dip. It had a little bit of a beige tint to
Yes,
it.
yeah.
And it was better than green onion dip.
Yeah, my mom would make it. It came in a pack. Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
for some reason, I want to say Hidden Valley Ranch, but it may be because I'm hung up on the ranch. Or
Yeah.
Hidden Valley, not Hidden Valley Ranch, obviously. But it came like in a little pack, and you put it in and mix it up.
Yeah,
And,
put it with the sour cream and mayonnaise.
and it was delicious.
Yeah.
And
I
I,
bet
wonder
that
now
holds
if I'd
up,
like
though.
it. You think?
Yeah.
It's
I bet it
mayo.
does.
It's mayo. Yeah, I mean, I bet
Yeah.
it's still pretty good.
Yeah, mayo, sour cream, and the seed packet.
I
But we
bet
get seasoned packets for dips all the time. You get them at these little boutique kind of places, and those are usually the same ingredients,
Yeah.
the sour cream, and I love those. So I'm thinking I would still love the French onion.
I probably would.
I don't think a Lunchables would hold up, but I remember eating
I
those
love
turkey,
Lunchables.
ham and cheese, or ham, cheese, and cracker
They're
ones.
still good.
There's no way.
I tell you
I
what,
eat them.
I tell you what does have to hold up. Those peanut butter and jelly, the round ones.
Uncrustables.
Oh, and
Uncrustables,
yeah.
yeah, those are badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have those when we were kids.
Yeah.
So we only ate them as adults. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when we had kids, that's what I got introduced to them, and I was like, "Oh, these are damn delicious."
Doesn't it get the bread get soggy?
No.
Because they're frozen? No.
No, you would
Yeah,
think.
people rave about them though.
Yeah,
That's weird.
they're good. They're pretty good.
That's an interesting one though. Yeah. What would hold up and what wouldn't? Like a Capri Sun.
Oh, I love a Capri Sun.
Yeah, you got
I've never been a
I
Capri Sun.
love a Capri Sun.
I wouldn't. I don't think I'd be able to get through a whole one.
One of the few birthdays I had when I was little, I was at my dad's house in the summertime, and they kind of had a thing. It was like a barbecue, whatever, because I couldn't tell my mom. And the best memory I have of it is that they got this huge tub, and it was filled with all kinds of Capri Suns. And I was like, this is the coolest thing ever in life.
drinking all day.
I was like, I can drink so many Capri Suns.
Yeah, I mean, I really, you know, when your kids are little and you're getting their lunch or dinner together or whatnot, they have stuff that you may grab a taste of and go, oh, it's so good, like those dinosaur, the chicken shapes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I do a couple extra of those so I could eat one. But if I ever took a sip of a Capri Sun, I know I would just be, ugh.
I've never been a huge fan. It's okay.
Because I don't like Kool-Aid. I've never really liked Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
It's not as sweet as Kool-Aid, though.
I'm all over some Kool-Aid.
No, I think Capri Sun is not. It's like not as in your face sugar.
Oh, I see. I do think it is.
Really?
Oh, like a Hawaiian Punch.
Yeah, Hawaiian
I consider
Punch
Hawaiian
definitely.
Punch and Capri Sun.
And Hawaiian Punch
yeah.
is like thick, kind of. It's weird.
Yeah.
I know that
Delaware
sounds
Punch
weird,
was the
but
sweetest of all. It was thick and
That's
red.
I like
Yeah.
Tahitian
What about
punch.
that Hawaiian Punch that's green? Like it's kiwi
Yeah.
something or other.
Yeah,
I used to
there's a couple
mix
flavors.
that with vodka.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
had Kool-Aid in so long though, or any really. I have so few things with sugar in them. Even sweet tea. Sometimes if I said I'm gonna splurge, you get a sweet tea, and you get it, you're like, damn, it's too much.
Do you remember those little juice things that look like barrels and they had those things?
Yeah,
What were they called?
Hubba-tubs or something.
Yeah, I used to drink those all the
yeah.
time, but I bet
They
those
look like
are
little barrels.
Yeah, little barrels and had like the
foil.
The foil. Mm-hmm.
What do you call them? Huggies.
Huggies, I think. No, Huggies is diapers.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, but still.
Little hug.
It's funny that's meant to be shared. This is the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ family.
If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
Share Funny is a production of the Ace and TJ family. For more, download the Ace and TJ app in your app store. Now, more of the Share Funny Podcast.
Hug fruit barrels.
Hug fruit barrels.
Hug.
Yeah.
Fruit.
Yeah. JT
Called
just
Hugs.
DM'd us. Little Hug fruit barrels.
Yeah, hug.
Yeah. Original 40 count variety pack. Good Lord, you get
Straight
40 of
sugar.
them in a
Yeah.
box.
And you know you're still thirsty after you drink all those.
It was like red, blue,
Yeah.
orange,
Green, I think.
green.
It says fun, a drink without the added sugar.
I think you used to have sugar.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like bullshit.
Doesn't sound like it didn't hold up.
Yeah. Little Hug fruit barrels.
Yeah, I never liked any of that stuff, and so I can only imagine now how much I would hate it.
Yeah, too sweet.
And thick. It's like so sweet, it's thick.
Yeah.
Like when you get that lemonade coating in your throat, and you talk like like that. Because I'm not that big a fan of lemonade either.
Oh, I love
And I think it's
lemonade.
crazy when I hear somebody say, "Yeah, I don't like regular lemonade, but I like pink lemonade." What the hell are you talking about? It tastes exactly the same.
Does it?
I think so. Yeah.
I love a good lemonade.
I do too.
Yeah. I love lemonade.
I like a limeade.
Yeah,
love some limeade.
I like a spirited limeade. Not a
With
margarita.
Right.
Y'all ever had an orangeade?
Yep.
That's my favorite version.
Yeah, and I mix that with I spirit that up too, Rob.
Hey,
And that's cheap. You can get that the big 2-liter bottle of that stuff, orangeade, and for maybe $1.50 or something.
hey, is it true that tequila is, as alcohols go, better for you, so to speak? Not that anything's good for you, but that tequila is better than other alcohols for your body?
I don't know.
I ask because I saw Bert Kreischer, Tom Segura talking on their podcast, and Bert Kreischer was saying he's now switched over to, he's a tequila guy because I guess from his Apple Watch, he was getting, and are you, Rob, you have an Apple Watch?
Yes.
And it tells you recovery from when you go to sleep or something like that?
It can. Yeah, you have to have a certain app for it. But yes.
Because he was saying that he drank tequila with his sister one night and his recovery was 98%. And he was like, that's unbelievable. That because I know he had a couple drinks, and normally it's much lower than that when he has a couple drinks. So he called his sister and was talking to her, and she said it's because tequila is more natural. It has fewer starches and sugars than other forms of alcohol.
Man.
So he said he went back the next night. He goes, and I really tied one on, and my recovery was 78% the next morning, which normally it would have been lower than 50%. He said, and so now he switched over and gone
Interesting.
straight to tequila. And he said because apparently it's more natural, which makes sense why so many people have tequilas.
I love tequila. It's one of the few that the hangover is not going to be as bad as everything else. Because my hangovers are horrible.
Yeah, I've just always heard that if you are, if you're trying to lose weight or you don't want to gain weight and still have alcohol, that the best choice when it comes to that is vodka and soda.
Yeah.
Can't
for
drink vodka.
for carbs and
Yeah.
and all of that kind of stuff. But it didn't talk about recovery time and all of that.
Well, and I've told y'all before. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But I can't drink that much tequila. I don't like the taste of it enough
Yeah.
to sit and drink tequila. And there's nothing else really to mix it with, other than putting it in a margarita where you're gonna drink tequila and
Yeah, I never
fruit
thought
juice.
about that. You don't really mix tequila, do you?
I do.
What do you put?
I do different types of like mango juice, nectar, or I'll do like thick nectars. I'll use that. Peach nectar.
Thick nectar.
Just
Yeah.
that, just tequila
Damn.
and the nectar.
Yeah, and I'll probably cut it with a little bit of lime juice.
Yeah, I mean,
Give me that nectar.
Give me that.
I got some thick nectar.
Mango nectar, peach nectar, passion fruit.
Where the hell you buy nectar?
They got them
It's in
at
the
the
grocery
Spanish
store.
You a
stores
bee?
too.
you can get it at the regular grocery
Do I
store.
got to be a bee to get
Yeah, you got bzz, bzz.
buzz, buzz, buzz?
Yeah, that's interesting. That's always interesting.
But that's just me. I like it.
TJ's philosophy is that vodka's good for that because my dad's philosophy was vodka's good at work because they can't smell it on your breath.
Vodka just makes me want to throw up just thinking about it. Oh,
Yeah, you just imagine watching somebody just drinking it straight.
Yeah, you ever seen somebody doing shots of vodka?
Yeah, I've done shots of vodka.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Disgusting.
when we went back to Salisbury for like Christmas, me and my brothers, everybody goes. Salisbury's not a big town. Everybody goes to one bar, so you end up running to people from high school like left. It's just packed with the people, and like sure enough, there's some douchebag. It's like, hey, let's do a shot of vodka together. You're like, that's why I left this fucking town. Like you loser doing shots of vodka.
We do it at home.
Yeah, you do them at home or when you're like 15 and you've stolen some vodka from your parents.
Yeah.
Or you're 50.
Yeah.
If I'm
The
gonna
freezer
do,
was super chilled. I got these cool little vodka glasses that we were given or not vodka. I'm sorry, little shooter glasses, and they have like natural salt on them. You can't put them in the dishwasher or anything. You wipe it. You have to wipe them off, wipe them out, to clean them out and everything. They're awesome.
Fancy.
Yeah, they're very. They are chilled and they got some natural salts on them, and it's delicious.
yeah, if I'm going to shoot something, I'll shoot tequila way before I want
Yeah.
vodka.
And I can do tequila, not even chill, just straight out the bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, only if it's good tequila. Casamigos. Ooh.
And I was always told that
Casa Azul. Yum. Your friend likes that Casa Azul, right?
Is that the one with the bell on top?
I
Yeah.
love that tequila.
I was always taught that if you're shooting tequila and you use the lime or the salt, you're a bitch.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
well,
I've never
I don't
done it.
use any of that.
Never
Call them
done
training
it.
wheels.
Yeah.
But that, how you say it?
That's some real badass.
Casagula?
Casa Azul
Casa
or
Azul?
Casamigos.
The bell, one
Oh,
with the
Casa
bell.
Azul.
Okay. And that's like over $100 a bottle or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not.
And
paying
it,
for
The
it.
shots are at a restaurant are like $80 to $100.
no way.
Yeah.
Ain't happening.
Because Jelly Roll, my favorite singer at the moment, they had threw a party for him at one of the record companies or something because one of his songs hit number one
Yeah.
and sold so many or whatnot, and they just had tons, like several of those bottles just out on the table, just going by, and he's ringing that bell on it every time he gets a shot out of it. But yeah, my friend Mark always has that.
That's a good one.
And is Michael Jordan's tequila good?
I haven't tried it.
Isn't it super expensive?
Yeah, I would assume. Yeah, I have tequila at home, but I don't go above Patron.
Oh, yeah, no, I do. I spoil if I'm going to
Yeah.
buy a bottle. But it's because my hangover, it's like and I know that you guys say it's not true, but for me it is. The cheaper the alcohol, the more sick I get.
Oh, I can
No, we
understand
never
that.
said
I
that.
think that's right. I
No.
think that's absolutely because the ingredients are better.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it dehydrates you more, and
Right.
whatever. But no, what I say isn't true is the fact that when people say beer before wine or wine before beer, all that stuff, can't drink liquor before beer. That,
Always heard
that's
that
no
one.
difference.
Liquor
It's a-
before beer, never fear.
yeah,
Beer
Before liquor.
before liquor will get you sick.
never sicker.
Yeah, something like that.
But that's bullshit.
I vomited up so much times
Because your liver doesn't know the difference in alcohol. It just knows to process alcohol. It's how you drink each one that makes a difference.
I swear, it's the worst. I'm like throwing up, and I'm like, I just want to die. This is horrible. I'll never drink again.
But you know, one of the things that I would not like about that tequila with the bell on it, if it's at a party or something,
Yeah.
because even when I'm drunk, I don't like loud places. And you know good and well after somebody takes a shot and they ring that bell and start, "Rah, woo."
It's an actual
Cheer.
bell?
Yeah, it's on the top of the
I
bottle.
thought you meant it was just like the top looks like a bell.
No,
it's
you
got an actual
ring,
bell.
Yeah, and you can ring the bell on it.
Really? Mm-hmm. Never even seen that.
What is
Yeah.
the best of all? Because every celebrity has a tequila. What is the best celebrity tequila? Is there one that stands out above the others?
I don't know because I haven't tried many, but Casamigos is my favorite, and that's George Clooney's.
Oh,
Casamigos Añejo, more specifically. It's the best.
Yeah, there's the Michael Jordan one costs $1,600 a bottle, so it better be pretty.
$1,600 a bottle?
For the extra añejo, aged
yeah.
over 3 years.
Añejo is always going to be expensive.
so even
I mean, only
Longoria's
a
in it as well.
non-Yankee
isn't she?
would buy that shit.
Yeah.
Well,
I found
no
a list.
wonder when my friend Mark came to visit last time, he brought that Michael Jordan tequila, and it's the one time he didn't leave whatever he brought behind as a gift.
Leaving that.
He's like loading that first in an armored vehicle.
I need this.
Top 5 celebrity tequilas. Number 5, Eva Longoria's Casa del Sol Reposado.
That's the bell.
Number 4, Dwayne The Rock Johnson's Terramano and Añejo. Kendall Jenner's 818 Blanco is at number 3.
Is that the bell?
No. Brian Cranston and Aaron Paul's Dos Hombres Espadin Mezcal is at number 2. And according to this, George Clooney's Casamigos Reposado is the best celebrity tequila.
How much does that cost?
That was like 50 something a bottle.
Oh, that's
It's like
all?
54, and then the Añejo, I want to say, is like 65.
Well, that's not expensive.
I mean, yeah, but for compared to a bottle of liquor that you can go and get for like $30, it's like you got to be like, all right, I'm committed to buying this today. Because
Yeah. But I mean, but if you're paying for over $100 a bottle for that other stuff, or $600 a bottle for something, there's no way it tastes that much better.
That's a hard sell
it's
for me.
smoother though.
But it's not, if you got a $60 bottle and a $600 bottle, the price difference in those can't equal the taste difference. It can't be worth it.
That seems hard to believe to me, too.
It's probably the aging process. That's probably why it's so expensive.
Yeah.
But I'm
Because it
just
took
saying
a lot longer to make.
Right, but I'm just saying the taste
Yeah.
of it can't be that big of a difference.
Exactly, because there is a whiskey that's supposed to be so expensive and so good, and I don't understand why people like it. I think it's Whistle Pig. No, not Whistle Pig. Pappy Van Winkle. Yeah, they did a limited release bottle one time, and we got one in the restaurant, and they made a big deal. And I just was like, I've tasted better
That's
bourbons
the one
than this.
people line up for.
It's because of the legend that goes with it about it being stolen.
You can't walk into a store and buy.
No, you have to put a bid in through the ABC store whenever they come in.
And what is that
Yeah,
called?
or somebody would, who's selling it because they grabbed a couple of bottles somehow and they sell it for a profit.
Secondhand.
Yeah,
What is a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle?
1,500.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, maybe.
For a normal.
Yeah, just a fifth.
That's unbelievable. No, not
I mean,
paying $1,500 for a bottle of tequila or liquor, whatever. It just doesn't work for me.
Bottle of whisk.
Yeah, I'd have to be rich.
Even if I were rich, I'm telling you, there wouldn't be that big of a taste difference to me
I agree, but at least
be
if I were-
worthy of spending the money.
But if I
Unless
were
I'm just
rich,
going to buy
rich,
it as a decoration or
Or
something.
I'd buy let's buy one bottle of this and just try it and see if it's any good or not, just to be curious. But even after that, I don't think I can still bring myself to spend $1,500 for a bottle of liquor.
What's the most expensive wine you've ever had? Like, if somebody ever bought like a $800 bottle of wine?
I've tried expensive. I've never
at
bought
a dinner
one.
or something. I've never had any of that.
I
either.
love expensive wine. You can definitely tell the difference.
Yeah, I don't know if somebody else has bought. I think I bought a $150 bottle of wine at dinner once or something like that.
But there are $20 bottles of wine that are great.
Yeah, for sure. And a lot of those bottles that you get at restaurants that are that expensive because they've marked them up so much.
Yeah.
Rob, how expensive is that Smirnoff grape you drink?
It's like $1 per,
Is
drink.
grape your favorite
Oh,
flavor still?
Yeah. That's one.
You like what you like, man.
I like grape everything.
Yeah, it's a cheap date. Cheap drunk, love that.
But you don't drink beer very often, do you?
No, but when I do, I only really drink Miller Lite.
Yeah, but you didn't drink it all till you started working for us.
That is correct.
I blame that on Lindsay, not on
Interesting.
us.
She was a pusher.
She was very much a pusher, if I remember correctly.
But I mean, I think he would have already had to resort to it by now anyway.
Yeah.
What?
Drinking, working.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's inevitable.
Yeah, I mean,
Share funny from the Ace and TJ family. More next.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
Hey, it's funny you'll share. The Ace and TJ family presents the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ Show.
Ace, when's the last time you had that Frito Lay bean dip in the can?
Oh, God, it's been a long time. I like
You
it, though.
remember that?
I
like it.
Yeah, we'd always get that with Ruffles.
Yeah.
Because you had to have a chip that could stand up to it.
Yeah.
Bean dip with the Ruffles? Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that'd be good.
Yeah.
Bean dip.
Fritos, though.
I was more of a Fritos.
Yeah, I went
Yeah.
tortilla chips with it. But it's good.
Yeah. That is good stuff.
Yeah, every family get together. One of Meredith's nieces always pulls that out and starts spreading it on tortilla chips.
Yeah. It's nothing but refried beans.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like pureed refried beans, basically. It's good, though.
It's all delicious.
That's her thing, though. She just shows up. She just starts
Yeah.
spraying bean dip on chips.
And that's almost all she eats.
Really? Huh.
I bet you could spread it across a tortilla, too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's always a thing in Salvadorian households: refried beans with tortillas, and you just roll it up and
Oh,
eat it.
man, I would kill that.
Gross.
You know I would love it.
So they put
Because I'll
cheese
just
in
take
them?
a flour tortilla and eat it plain.
Yeah, that's wild to me.
Just like eating a piece of bread.
Yeah.
And refried beans are part of like traditional Salvadoran breakfast.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yep.
So you're
Just like,
dishonoring.
what was it? Frijoles?
Frijoles.
I would love that in the morning with eggs and bacon and toast and just like refried beans.
Refried
Hell yeah.
beans, cheese, like a soft cheese, scrambled eggs, or however you want your eggs, and then fresh cream. They call it crema.
Yeah.
Crema.
Crema. I hated it. My mom would be like making breakfast, and I would come downstairs and see that it was. I was like, ugh.
Just don't eat the beans. Is that what you did?
At that time, I didn't really like eggs either. And anyway, so like, great. You want to ruin my life, Mom?
Are you trying to ruin my life?
Were you melodramatic in middle school and high school and all that?
I was still dramatic.
I know, but I mean, were you like, you can look back on and like, what was I doing? It was so dramatic.
Yeah.
Because I know we laugh. I really enjoy reading like Amanda's old Facebook posts. They're or she's posting these song lyrics. Like, what are you doing? She's like, I was 16 and I thought I had all the problems in the world. It's like you had zero problems in the world. They're hilarious to read. How dramatic she would be at
Just
times.
wait.
Oh yeah,
You got problems now.
at 16.
Hey, Rob.
Yes.
Are you still using your griddle? You still cook on your griddle?
I haven't lately because it's, a little difficult, but I think I'm working back up to it. I finally made some hamburgers on the stove last night. So.
Yeah. And you say that you were sweating all in the hamburgers?
Well, because I'm kind of leaning, so I'm near the.
Wow. What?
I didn't sweat into the hamburgers, but I was close to them.
That's so disgusting.
I didn't sweat into them.
Sweaty patties.
You gotta get a headband or something,
You said you were cooking over the stove and pouring sweat or something, sweating like crazy.
That's so
So
gross.
I just assumed it'd be dripping down into the.
No.
I was bent over, it runs
you've
off the
been
tip of his
over-
nose into the meat.
Yeah, because he's been over anyway with his
Right.
back.
I was bent over to the side of the stove. I was, working my right hand on,
Nobody
So-
want your sweaty burgers.
He's sitting there going,
Yeah, the sweat.
Oh God, that's hilarious. The visual I have of that is so funny.
I like that he's like, I'm not able to use the griddle right now.
I haven't worked back up to the griddle yet.
Because of
But I saw, yeah. You know, I don't like to talk about it very much anymore. But it's kind of like, it's kind of like we're asking him about the war.
Right.
Can't really use that griddle.
You know why? I'd rather not go into it.
You know the injury.
But I saw a guy online the other day from Louisiana he was out at his griddle outside, and he took a can of those Pillsbury cinnamon rolls, and he put a piece of parchment paper over each one of them and flattened it down, and then cooked it a couple of minutes on each side on the griddle, and he had eggs, bacon, and sausage patties, and he made a sandwich with the meats and a fried egg between the cinnamon rolls that he had flattened out, and he was using those as buns, and then drizzled it with the icing that comes with it.
Okay, that sounds amazing. But when you were saying that, here's what I thought you were going to say. What if you took those things, flattened them out, and made essentially pancakes out of them? Mm-hmm. And then you could just stack the cinnamon rolls on top of each other and drizzle that stuff over with some butter. You've essentially got a cinnamon roll stack, a short stack of cinnamon rolls.
Oh, that sounds like some diabetes. Yeah.
But,
Diabetes.
But the thing that I like about those cinnamon rolls is how soft they are.
Yeah.
And that's why I say, if you're going to make homemade cinnamon rolls, I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah,
That's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I don't think that's worth, it may end up being better than the canned ones, but those canned ones are super great.
It's not going to be that much better to warrant all the extra effort.
And they're hard to get, the whole thing done in the middle and all that. It's a little bit difficult. But smashing them down like that and putting eggs and sausage and bacon on,
So essentially it's a sandwich with the buns or cinnamon rolls.
Exactly.
People thought McDonald's was crazy for having those
McGriddles,
McGriddles when they came out.
Yeah.
They're still on the menu.
I love a
they're good.
McGriddle.
Yeah,
They're
people
good.
love them.
Sausage McGriddle with cheese.
This is just on another level of like a cinnamon bun.
It's
and it had icing on
You're
it
pretty
too.
much calling it a day
Louisiana
first thing in the
cook.
morning, right?
Yeah.
Like you've established right out of the box, I'm not doing anything today if that's your breakfast.
Yeah, he drizzled the icing on it, but if you wanted the sweet, I would take the icing and put it on the side and dip each bite into icing rather than drip, because then it's going to be messy.
Dipping it into the
I
icing.
thought you didn't like sweet and salty together.
Sometimes I do,
You
but
would do
I
that?
would rather. I would try that.
Yeah.
But I would rather have just a really good bun with those things on.
But it was
Brioche
flattened
bun.
cinnamon roll, then fried egg, and then what?
Sausage patties and bacon.
Oh my god.
Okay, and then another cinnamon roll on top of that.
Right, and when he
bacon
put
goes really
when he
sweet.
put the cinnamon roll on top, he said, "Now go ahead and push that down and break that yolk."
Yeah.
So he squished it down a little bit so that he left it was a fried egg and he left it a little bit runny, which is perfect for an egg sandwich.
Ew.
But yeah,
That is
I probably wouldn't
spectacular.
have put icing on it because I don't like fighting with messy food
Bacon always goes good with sweet stuff.
and savory stuff
And savory stuff.
and goes well with water, air.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is.
I can eat bacon anytime.
Bacon is good for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna next time they ask like, what kind of dipping sauce would you like? I'm about icing. What?
It's like my dipping sauce is sausage gravy
Yeah, that's a good one too.
at restaurants. Can I get a side of sausage gravy?
Yeah, I think I might try that one day when we get back from after we go on vacation because I'm still trying to lose weight for vacation.
Yeah, that's not a diet food item.
Yeah, you just got Again, you've given up for the day at that point. To me, but by 9 o'clock that Saturday morning, you've just called it a day. Like I'm not doing anything today but laying around.
Oh, you're going to try the cinnamon roll breakfast
that
sandwich?
sounds amazing.
All right, I'll send it to you.
That sounds unbelievable.
They're huge.
They've got to be huge.
Yeah, Jody likes egg sandwiches, and she used to get me to cook them for her all the time. But the only thing she wants is a fried egg with the yolk completely broken and cooked all the way through between two pieces of bread.
Oh,
Oh,
that's kind of boring.
I know, but I don't see how she eats that soft bread with
Soft bread?
Yeah, with I couldn't eat an egg that's cooked the yolk all the way through like that anyway. But then one day I said, well, let me try it this way. And I put the egg and bacon on it and cooked it like a grilled cheese in a skillet with the butter and I did put cheese on it. And she liked that better.
Yeah.
Knows
Way better.
Hey, miss any part of Share Funny? Subscribe to the podcast on all major podcast platforms. More Share Funny coming up.
One of the main things that we can do to make our homes stay comfortable is to make sure that there are no pests in the home. And the best way to do that is with our friends at Cardinal Environmental Solutions. Now, Cardinal Environmental Solutions has over 25 years of experience in the pest control industry. And the thing about it is that they are from this area. They serve the entire greater Charlotte area, and they grew up here in Charlotte. They raise their families here in Charlotte. They understand the climate, the soil types, all of the various pests that invade our homes, and they even deal with the bad mosquitoes that we have. So if you need someone to take care and make sure that your house is bug-free and rodent-free, then you need Cardinal Environmental Solutions. They're very easy to find. Just go to acetj.com/cardinal, acetj.com/cardinal, and start living pest-free today with Cardinal.
Share Funny has its own Facebook group. To join, search Share Funny and get more. Now more Share Funny from the Ace and TJ family.
I forgot to do this earlier. But gotta get this in here because don't want. Let's see. What was the phrase I used last week with the what was the word I used with Manscaped?
Smooth sack summer.
Smooth sack summer, yeah. That's right. Smooth sack summer. Thank you, Rob.
No problem.
If you're not participating in Smooth Sack Summer, then you're really missing out.
You better be participating.
I said this morning on the regular old show that I have 4 lawnmowers because Ace is taking a lawnmower to Riggins' house today so Riggins can use it. But he's talking about a big lawnmower for grass, not the lawnmower from Manscaped, the lawnmower 4.0. Can you imagine? You want to borrow Ace's Manscaped lawnmower 4.0?
I'm okay.
With the LED
Solid,
light
though.
on it?
It works really well.
I would love one. I do want one, but fair enough. I need.
It's high performance.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I'm about to get a new one if you want my old one.
Yeah, blow some hair off. I'm not uptight.
Yeah, so the Manscaped Platinum Package 4.0 comes with the lawnmower 4.0. That's the latest edition, with the LED light and with the skin safe technology to cut down on nicks and cuts and discomforts and all the weed whacker ear and nose hair trimmer. That thing sounds really cool when you kick it. It goes. It's really high pitched.
Really?
Like sound like a tiny plane about to take off. And maybe it does that because it's right in my ear.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But it sounds cool though. And the body wash, the Ultra Premium 2-in-1 shampoo conditioner. Rob loves that. Is that the one you use, Rob?
Yup.
Okay, and keeps Rob's hair looking luxurious.
Love that.
Like he wouldn't be able to get it back into that ninja ponytail if it weren't for the Manscaped 2-in-1 shampoo. And then it also has the travel bag that's really cool, and the underwears that is really cool. Very comfortable, top of the line, luxurious undergarments. So if you want that and you want 20% off plus free shipping, just go to manscaped.com and use the code ACETJ. 20% off free shipping at manscaped.com with the code ACETJ if you would like to participate in Smooth Sack Summer.
Who doesn't?
Alexis?
She's very.
You gonna be a participant, smooth section?
Well,
It's all the rage. You don't want to be left out.
I don't got that.
So you're saying your sack is not smooth?
It's that, or
I'd rather not talk about having a sack or not having a sack. I don't get it.
It's that. Your next option is, woolly sack winter. So. Exactly. That's my point.
Isn't that what that when Dr. Sandra Lee, Dr. Pimple Popper, she takes the sack out of those cysts? That's what
Get the sack out.
all the dead cells and the pus and all that's gathered in the sack.
Gotta get the sack out,
Ew, I hate that.
or else it's not done. It's a medical procedure. Gotta get the sack
If
out.
you don't get that out, the cyst will come right back. You got to shed the sack.
Get your sack out.
Hey, everybody, get your sack out.
What's the difference in a bag and a sack?
I always thought a sack is like made out of burlap for some reason.
Yeah, they always say burlap sack.
Yeah, it's
Like
a paper bag.
Sack, yeah, it's like more informal. It feels like
It's like made out of
Sack.
material, like cloth material of some sort.
Like at the store, if they said, "Would you like a sack?"
Sack of potatoes.
Oh no, just like when you check out, you got gum and a soft drink and something. You go, instead of saying, "Would you like a bag?" They say, "Would you like a sack?"
What?
Would that ever be a synonym? Would it work the same?
I think they're different.
Because I think that I would like it if they said sack, just to change it up.
According to the internet, the definition of sack is a bag.
According to the internet. Shut up, Rob.
you set yourself up for
According
that
to
one.
the
I
World
did.
Wide Web.
Why? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
What's
Ace
wrong?
was looking
I was
it up
doing that. I was
too.
looking it up to
I
see what
don't
the
know.
difference
It's just
was.
because it's Rob.
Because he said
and
from the
says-
according to the internet.
According to the internet.
Actually,
Per my research. It's like, shut up.
according to my latest findings,
Actually,
But when you use sack instead of bag, when you're speaking of shit,
sack.
it's funnier to call somebody a sack of shit rather than a bag of shit.
You're a bag of shit. Yeah,
doesn't even sound
it
right.
doesn't sound right.
See, it's the alliteration there.
you also wouldn't call someone a douche sack. So
It's a good point.
Yeah.
But why not? Let's
Yeah, it
step
should
out
be.
there. Let's be
gonna
different.
say-
Let's change the
But
world.
would you tell him to eat a sack of shit or eat a bag of?
Let's eat a bag
No,
of
it's a
dicks.
bag of
Eat a
dicks.
sack of
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Would you eat a sack of dicks? It doesn't. I don't know. There's something about it doesn't work as well.
I don't know. I kind of like that one.
Yeah, one
Full
sounds more
bag, buddy.
appetizing than the other.
Eat a big bag of.
We had a guy that worked for us one time and got mad, and he used a phrase one day that I had never ever heard. And I don't think you had either. So we was busted out laughing. And he said, "And you know what? They can just eat a fart right out of my ass." What?
I like that.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It's a new one.
Although I've never used it, I thought it was something.
It's pretty gross.
Left you today with the compelling questions to ponder for the rest of the weekend.
Yes, let's start a campaign. Sack for bag.
Okay.
Swap it out.
Hashtag sack for bag.
The Sheriff Funny Podcast is a production of the Ace and TJ family. To get more Ace and TJ 24/7, download the Ace and TJ app. Just search for Ace and TJ in your app store. All Sheriff Funny material copyright ATJ Incorporated 2021.